the Wannabeez.
I think this is episode 37. Snooch to the nooch!
If your house was on fire, what toy are you grabbing to get out of there?
I am Buzz Lightyear.
This sounds fucking sick as fuck.
We should start a Wannabeez Figs OnlyFans, where we only post pictures of our collection.
Man, nothing would delight me more than to be your little bee.
No, I don't think so.
Disney got fucking Justin. They gotta push this button, and that was it, guy.
Buzz, 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 buzz. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Wannabeez. I'm your host, John Van Hook. Join with me in the beehive, as always, the one, the only, the magnificent Nick Gula.
Let's go!
And everybody's man. I fucked that up. Justin, you better cut this out. I mean it. You better cut it out. And everybody's favorite man with a plan, Justin Kyle.
I'm not cutting shit out, bitch!
You motherfucker. Well, folks, as promised last week, I think we talked about it last week. We teased, we might as well, we've been talking about it a little bit here and there on some episodes. We might as well just go all in on a full collector's edition episode. And to have us with that, we have one of our favorite collectors, one of our favorite bees, one of our favorite ants. We cannot stop slobbing off this guy. He had a whole episode named after him.
Yeah, he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Mason.
Thank you.
Eric, welcome to the hive.
Thank you. I feel like I'm going to forget that I'm on mic. I'm just going to be like normal, just listen to y'all talk all the time.
Oh, I don't blame you at all. People don't realize that's such a real effect. When we went to Jersey and I was listening to them talk, like listening to Chuck on the mic through your headphones, it just puts you in such a trance because it's like, this is a voice I've listened to before and like for long periods of time. And
It's like every episode that we have a guest on, I find myself sitting there listening to what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to talk right now? This is my podcast, and what the fuck am I doing?
I think we do good though. You know what I mean? It's good to listen to people. That's the whole point of, you know what I mean? But Eric, you're no fucking stranger to the microphone. You used to have a podcast that you and your buddy Jesse did. Countdown to Geek Down, shout out.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys did like over 100, 150 episodes. Like you guys did it for a while. 180 episodes.
that's a damn good run.
That's no small feat.
No.
Like we're at like 30. I think this is episode 37. Snoogans. Snooch to the But 180 episodes is a longer run than Mr. Whiskers Clubhouse. I think Caps Off. How many episodes did you do of Caps Off?
We did 29, I believe. 30 was supposed to be our like big thing, and then I moved away. Well, no. I'm only thinking about. I'm thinking about the wrong way. I think we did like 32, maybe 34 episodes. Actually, I think Walking on the Sun, which is our most recent one, was episode 34. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, and I think Mr. Whiskers only made it to about 54, I think, something like that, with a couple like bonus pods kind of thrown in there.
It's a lot better than my former podcast, which was zero episodes. So you guys are doing better than I am.
The sad thing is, I don't think it ever got any better through 180 episodes.
That's not true at all. That was such a fun show. So let's, Eric, explain what Countdown to Geektown was for the people listening, because I think it's still up, right? Like you can still find it.
I know it's still on Apple. We would just, I think we just mainly did movies. We did some other episodes of other topics, but we'd watch a movie and then we'd pick a topic, something related to that movie, and then at the end we'd have do a top 5 countdown of our 5 favorite things of whatever we chose to do for that episode. I know Justin was on one of ours we did for
Oh, you were.
I was on Countdown to Geektown. I'm repping the shirt. I got
Hell
the shirt
yeah.
on today.
I listened to it.
But yeah, ironically, we did a toy episode on Countdown to Geektown.
Okay, nice. So, yeah,
So the tradition continues.
back to the well.
I wonder if that was a connection there. Just copy paste.
Yeah, I mean, that's why that's why I introduced you the way I did, because like you are the best we have on hand for like a collector to come in. I guess besides Jimmy the hair guy, for a collector to come in and talk shop. Real quick before we could do that though, is there anything else you want to say about your introduction?
Oh no.
I wanted to talk about the amazing fan art that Eric has put in for not only Wannabeez, but Tell 'em Steve Dave, Fun Bearable. Like, when you're listening to a thing, are you thinking of like a meme, or you get like a fucking funny idea and you just like whip something up on your phone or your computer or something? Because like, bro, like it's so good.
If something comes to me, I'll make something. That's why I don't do as much, because I've done so many. But I'll just like whip out my note app and write down what I'm thinking about, and then when I get time, I go back and put it together if I can see it in my head.
It's amazing.
I was looking at my like Tell 'em Steve Dave like sticker and like just like stickers and pin collections and shit. And I was like, that's from Eric. That's from Eric. That's from Eric. That's from Eric. That's from Eric.
Yeah, I'm not very artistic at all, so it's all, just Photoshop stuff. But it's a way I can feel artistic, I guess.
Well, with all that on the table,
There's an art
you
form to
absolutely do not miss with the Wannabeez memes. They're fucking incredible.
Hilarious.
I want the Time Comedian picture with Gula. I want that
That's the
as
best
a
one.
poster. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so well photoshopped too.
It's like one of those things that makes me feel legit. Like what we're doing actually matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
They like me. They really, really like me.
But what was the other thing that I wanted to talk about before we jumped into to toys?
Yeah.
Was Eric sent me that big top hat with the big four-color demon horns that come out of that. So I wanted to mention that I'm repurposing it for the lip sync battle on Key West.
Oh,
So I had, because I'm like I really want to bring it. I had to repurpose some of the items, but needless to say, your horns are going to be on stage, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Just knowing, I'm like, it's from you, it's from an ant. It's just like, it just makes it
piece of
feel
air.
powerful in a weird way. Like, it's just like it has to be done.
It's gonna be the totem of Key West.
Yeah.
that's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Everybody's gonna bow down to Justin, and he's gonna win the
Yeah,
whole
dude.
thing because of Eric.
The only downfall is in shipping, one of the horns did like pop off a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, I kind of fixed it, and then when I got chose for the lip sync battle, I was like, oh my god, I want to use this thing. I'm like, I can't fucking pack a top hat with me. I only have my fucking carry-on and my personal item. And Harley goes, well, you could just wear it through the airport. I'm like, I'm not wearing it through the fucking airport. You fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's not gonna get you pat down.
Yeah, really. So I had a pop down, like a flat, like one of those extendable top hats.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna bring that, and I had to modify it so that the horns will go onto that.
Ooh.
And it'll still be the same idea, but different top hat, because it's just, I can't. How am I supposed to get it there?
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
That's awesome.
Well, are you good? I would hope you would try to video your performance at least, so that we can. Because by the time this pod we're on comes out, though, this Key West pin would be already passed. But
this is all Time Comedian. We're going back in time.
But at least now, we can reference back to it, and by now maybe they might have seen the video? ?
Yeah, exactly.
And stay tuned, I guess.
If you guys have the horns, it was made by this gentleman right here, Eric Mason.
Yeah.
So,
Round of applause,
There you
Eric
go.
Mason. Those horns are sweet as fuck. I love that hat.
and I put the little necklace, the little Illuminati pendant thing. I put it on because it was a little too tight on me, but I put it on the zipper of my vest. So like on the zipper of my vest has the Illuminati
That's
thing dangling.
sick.
Oh, dude, it looks sick as fuck. It looks so cool.
Dude, you have. I don't care if we even show the audience. You have to show me that later, please.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it. It's pretty dope. On one side, it's got the Illuminati like eye, and then on the other, it's got an upside down pentagram. It's fucking dope.
That does sound
Yeah.
awesome. What a fucking sick
pretty
ass zipper tag.
Seeing that we're talking about Q West, how excited are you, Justin? Because we'll be in Q West.
You got the giddies?
You're on the hot seat. You're in the hot seat now, boy.
I had so much fun doing it the first time. This time's I'm taking it up another level. We're
You're like a performer 10 times over now. Like, not only did you do Whiskers and stuff before that, and then you did that.
Yep.
Now you have both of those under your belt. Then you have the Wannabeez. So you're a personality on a podcast, and then now you're going on the stage with all of that under your belt. You are gonna own the stage, my friend. Like that's all the preparation somebody needs.
And it's gonna be like I was telling Harley, I'm like, it's gonna be an audience of mostly ants.
Yeah, and some bees.
Yeah, and the bees too. It's just like I can't fucking wait.
What date is the lip sync battle?
It's on Saturday.
Okay,
It's Saturday night
Yeah.
at 7:00.
Where at the theater?
At the Key West Theater. Yeah.
Oh man!
I gotta tell you, boys, I'm having some pretty insane FOMO right now.
I know, I know.
I'm in FOMO
If
city.
I could have both of
Population
you
me.
guys next to me dressed up as bees, bro. That's the idea. That would be awesome.
Man, nothing would delight me more than to be your little bee.
All right, so we're here with Eric. We're here to talk about toys and collectibles.
Now, okay, so sort of a soft opening to this. I have a question for all three of you. Do you have any sort of so we're talking collections. Do you have any sort of niche collection? Maybe something that's a little unorthodox, something that's just for you, something that's a little bit like, I just collect this little thing because.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got. Let's start with you. Okay.
I got garbage.
What do you mean?
I have a small collection of garbage.
Garbage?
I have like a little Tell 'em Steve Dave, Kevin Smith garbage collection.
Oh my
Like,
god!
I got like
what?
I got a Reese's paper from the TSD store, which is my prized possession.
What else you got in there?
Anytime, like when we went to Wawa across the street from Airport Plaza, I kept my receipt.
Oh wow!
I
gonna
mean, I
have
keep
his
like
vision
small
board.
shit like that.
Justin's gonna make a big like a mirror vision board or
Yeah.
something
That's
like
so
that.
sweet,
Or
though.
like
I'm not gonna lie. That's really like something about that.
like
really makes me admire
the
you.
shrine, Justin's shrine.
On the way back from Jersey, me, Kyle, and Katiana, we stopped at a White Castle, and it was the first time I've ever been to a White Castle. So I kept
Really?
like the little like cheesecake sticks and like the like little salt and pepper packets, just
Wow.
like random garbage. Yeah.
Oh wow! No, I don't even want to
And
make
they're
fun
all-
of you.
they're
at
all on
That's so
display,
sweet.
too.
That's so special.
It's all on display.
I love that.
I have my used Surf Taco paper cup that I had
Yeah.
like a soda out of
Really?
at Surf Taco.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were gonna say at first. Was the surf taco cup? Because I was
got a
like,
Surf Taco cup.
while he was doing it, I was like, "You're gonna keep the cup?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep
I
the
didn't
cup."
realize he kept the cup. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, that's like I guess that's just for me. That's like I just collect
Was it
garbage
plastic
from fucking
or was it like
random places.
styrofoam?
No, it was like paper.
Oh,
It was
like
a little
paper. Like
cup.
yeah, if it got too wet for too long, it would like molt.
Yeah. So I had to like fucking, and I took a napkin, wiped out the inside.
Oh wow.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, look at you.
Yeah, dude.
You could have asked them just for an empty cup.
But it was the cup that I drank out.
Oh,
of. It's part
okay.
of the
Yeah.
lore.
No, I get it. Yeah, it's the
Just the
trash. It's the
DNA.
trash thing. Like it wouldn't be trash if it was a new item.
Right. Exactly.
That's so special.
When I went to
love
the Surf Taco bathroom, and I'm like, oh my god, this is where like get 'em used to piss. I washed my hands, guy, and I like kept the paper towels. I just like folded.
You're
it up, put 'em-
joking.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
That's a lie.
okay.
That's a
Thank
lie.
God. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I was about to start. I was about to message Harley on Instagram and be like, listen, we need to talk about this guy's hoarding
Intervention.
problem.
You need a fucking
Do you
intervention
need help?
right now, guys.
Blink once for
It's
yes.
like, it's like get them with the fucking Amazon boxes, but fucking
Right.
paper towels.
I have receipts from like the Quick Stop and my first receipt from Jay and Bob's random trash that I've just
Okay.
yeah.
That's awesome. All right,
Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
I don't have anything. I just got my Tell 'em Steve Dave collection and my action figures. and
You're
that's
telling me
pretty much it.
you don't have any sort of weird, any kind of like I like these things, so I keep them around.
No, I can't think of anything.
Huh?
You don't collect garbage?
I don't really throw
like
much
me?
away, so I'm kind of a hoarder anyway.
Oh, okay. So you do collect garbage then?
Well, I mean, Eric builds sets. Like you know how like you were building like display sets and shit?
Yeah.
He does that stuff.
I've dabbled in that a little bit. I've built Jesse, the guy I did the podcast with, does photography, and he was doing action figure photography for a while. So I was building all the stuff for the background and stuff
Oh,
like
nice.
that. And I have some of them with my action figures.
Yeah, I've been dabbling in that a lot this last few weeks. It's it's so much fun. Gula, do you have any weird? I know you collect a lot of stuff actually, but I need to hear about your like your garbage, I guess.
A weird one would be lanyards, like all the different like
Ooh, that's a good one.
committees and stuff that like places that I've gone that I've needed a lanyard for, like either the VIP section or just like a convention or something that I go to for like my political stuff or whatever, or just a convention on just electrical or engineering or whatever the hell I'm doing at that point. I like to collect those things. I also like to collect a lot of people do buttons, like with a lot of the stuff that I do with the unions and all that stuff. So I like to see those and collect them. Not only the ones that I collect, but also like people know that I like to collect them. So they're like, oh, this one was like for this convention in 1982 when I was like 2, and they were like, here, you can have it, like, and then just seeing the years of a certain organizations getting those little things. That's kind of weird, and I collect.
I feel like buttons is a pretty common one, and I collected buttons for a while. I like buttons a lot, but one of my problems I found was something about having a lot of buttons and trying to display them. It can be challenging in a way that doesn't look really goofy. So, like the way you and Justin do your buttons on your vest, mixed in with your patches somewhat, that looks great. I think it looks awesome. But it's really challenging to find another way that doesn't look absolutely dorky and fucking just...
So I incorporate my lanyards in my buttons.
Oh, that's
so
a good one,
if I'm going to a certain thing, right, I'll put all of those buttons on that lanyard going down.
You got some flair?
He's like the Flavor Flay of union meetings.
So I walk in there, though, but I walk in there, and they, people are like, they've been coming to these things for years, and especially the old timers, they've given me these things, and when I display them and I walk in there, they're like, holy shit, and it just raises my profile so fucking high.
Yeah, it literally is flair. It's giving flair to your entire personality. That's awesome. Well, so my niche thing, I guess, is bottle caps. And
Oh, okay, yeah, I've known a couple of people to collect bottle caps.
Yeah, and it's not like a completely original thing, but I started doing it back in like 20, maybe 16, 17, maybe 15, maybe even 14. But the reason I started doing it is I remember I told you guys I worked at a grocery store, and at a certain grocery store, we have a bottle tax in our state. So at this grocery store, we had a bottle redemption place where you would take them in. I believe Maine, isn't Maine on that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maine's on the bottle redemption thing.
Oh, yeah. We do like the 5 cents.
Yeah,
just do 10
exactly.
cents.
Yep. So we had a little redemption thing on the side of our customer service area in the grocery store. And so because of that, I would come across so many different caps, and I thought a lot of them were cool because a lot of them, they put like art on the top of the cap. Some of them just have the name of it. Some of them are different colored.
Some of them got like different sayings.
Yeah, and I've always loved Fallout, and so I just thought like, hey, I might as well get ahead of the game. If shit ever goes sideways, I'm gonna have all kinds of currency. So, but my thing is just like I started collecting them. Then I was like, I don't want any two of the same, and I'm gonna try to challenge my brain for just the ongoing existence that I am on the earth. That just like every time I see a bottle cap, I have to look at it and be like, do I have this? Is this in my box at home? And if I do, I grab it. If I don't, I usually don't grab it. And never once have I been wrong in the sense of like I didn't grab it, but a couple times I've brought it back to the box and then found the same cap in there and been like, damn, I really didn't think I had that. But usually I have a good photographic memory for at least these bottle caps and some other things. So I have a good time with it. And every time I see one on the street, like I don't even mind like the rusty ones or the ones buried in dirt or something. Like I find an old like spot out where like a bunch of people had like a bonfire or something, and I start like digging around in the dirt and I find a bottle cap that I've never had. I'm just like, today was a good day.
So treasure. John, what you're saying is if a Fallout 76 was a real thing, you'd be just killing it right now.
Oh yeah, right? I'm Jeff Bezos.
Just absolutely killing it.
I'm Jeff Bezos. No, I don't have that many caps, but I do have a good little collection of them. And I thought about seeing online if I can get like a mass bag of like tiny little magnets, maybe a hot glue some magnets in there.
Oh yeah,
and maybe magnet them up on something like a fridge or something. That'd be cool. Display my collection. That's the trashy side of collecting. No pun intended. But
garbage and caps.
Yeah. Which I like. You know, I like finding unique things in such minute, solitary things that are just quite literally considered trash. You know, there's no other way to put it better than just like it's just trash. So
I love that.
If we didn't do this, John, just think of this: if we didn't do this, we'd all be alcoholics. We might be alcoholics right now.
Somehow I manage both.
Collecting lanyards and bottle caps and toys and fucking garbage has kind of not led us down the path of being complete fucking...
You know what? I'm so glad you brought that up, and I'm going to let's get Eric in on this topic because I'm very curious to know if there's any sort of influence on this. I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of what my collecting has been is sort of like a soothing thing. Like I find, like I go in, like Wilson Fisk stares at the white painting that reminds him of the walls of his childhood home. I go into my little room and I just like my hands clasped behind my back. I stare at my figures and I enjoy them in silence, and I don't like they're posed. And I barely touch them, and I'm just having such a good time just looking at them. So like it's such a soothing thing for me. It's very therapeutic. Yeah. And also the hunt is another thing that like I love having a thing going on. And as these shelves that we've previously mentioned, I just recently finished these shelves. And so all day today, I was just plagued with like a post-project blues because it's just like, well, I did that and now it's done. And I have to look at it. No, I'm not working on anything anymore. And that kind of feels weird. So I guess my question is like, Eric, at what point do you think your collecting is therapeutic or somewhat a trauma response?
For me, I think it's mainly the hunt.
The hunt? Oh, you just like the hunt part? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like putting them up and like displaying and rearranging it and everything, but I don't do it very often, and I don't really look at them much once I have them up. It's
really
mainly the hunt. Just
So you just you don't care anymore after you have it? I
mean, every now and then I go in and look at them. But it's not like you were saying where I just get a calm from it or anything like that. No, these are the things I have. It's not.
So there's no tragic backstory.
No.
Oh man,
just you,
John. You're the only one that's pouring his heart out right now. His childish traumas, guy.
No, I think I'm kind of in between you and Eric, where like. It makes me feel good to like there are certain toys that I see. I'm like, oh my god, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one of these things. But yes, and then when they're on the shelf, I kind of like that's about it.
Now what do I need?
Really?
Yeah, I think for me, like collecting comics. I get a lot more enjoyment out of than toys and figures these days. Back then, when I was like hungry for toys, I would like gravitate towards a certain line, or like I don't know, like I just had to have everything that came out in that line, and or I need this Mego and I need that Mego and I want to like But I've drastically slowed down. But honestly, you've been giving me a little bit of an itch.
Have
I
I?
can't afford right now.
Have I? I was worried. I was a little worried. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be sending Justin all these photos constantly of all these figures I'm buying.
John right now is like bringing us an alcoholic. We're alcoholics, and he's bringing us down to the bar. No. Just sit and watch. Just sit and watch while I drink. We're like, that.
Yeah.
Just take a sniff.
John.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't feel bad about it though, because what you did to him, Justin did to Jesse when he came on our podcast.
Oh, did he?
Because Jesse wasn't collecting much at all, and now he's like buying hot toys.
Oh no!
He's like full on.
He awoken the beast.
Yeah, I gave him the itch. I did.
He gave him poison ivy.
Oh, okay. So, well, yeah.
Now John's doing exactly what it's like. I'm like,
maybe I'm doing it on purpose.
The other day, I bought the first figure, like new in the box figure at Walmart in like probably a solid
you
year
did.
or two.
I was a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie.
It was on clearance. It was a clearance
it was a
toy,
good buy.
so I didn't pay like full price. It was literally $4 for a McFarlane Batman figure, one of the new ones with like the posable cape and like different hands. It was $4.
Cool.
How am I gonna say no?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
$4. It was on clearance. They completely wiped out their DC selection, and everything was like on sale.
All of a sudden, Justin's like all these guys like running through there and shit because of John. He's losing his mind and shit.
I got a cart full of clearance figures. What I like about your style of collecting, John, is you're just buying like loose figures from like a local comic shop or a flea market or whatever, Goodwill. And you're like, doesn't matter what line it is. Like you have the whole Fantastic Four, but they're all from different toy lines, so they're all a little unique and cool, and it's sort of like a multiverse vibe. And I'm like, that's really cool, because in my brain, I'm like, I have to have everything in the same line so they look all the same. Like if I buy like an animated series like Batman, I gotta have the Robin, and then the Joker, and then the Penguin, and then fucking Two-Face. That's like the rabbit hole that I go down. But I like the idea of just like building a multiverse of like different, especially like Marvel figures, because there's so many like unique Marvel figures, like Marvel Legends figures from back when I was a kid that I loved.
John, I think John's going to more of a like a aesthetics thing, and he's trying to like, it doesn't really matter what toy line it's from, as long as it's functional. He can pose it, and he can like look at it visually in a certain way. He doesn't give a shit. Like that's the way I feel that he's going with this situation.
Yeah, you're nailing it on the head, 100%. I just picked up 3 figures recently for, and it's a little inside baseball. I spent $95 on these 3 figures, and again, we kind of talked about it a little bit before, as mentioned in the last episode. Cousin Stephanie has been staying with me, and so she because she's been staying with me and I haven't not been charging her, she felt the need to throw in something to contribute, and I totally appreciate it, but like I'm not the kind of guy.
Tell the truth, John. You shook her down.
No, I'm not the kind of guy who's like you must pay the toll. Like no, I'm like I want to help people as much as I can, but also I have an addiction right now that I'm trying to feed. So I was just like, she kind of broke down on me, and she was
He's
getting
like a crack dealer right now. He's like fucking 8 balls and 8 balls. Anything you cut it, guy.
She was getting pretty upset, trying to convey to me that she thinks she needs to be contributing more, at least financially, to me helping
She
her.
was in tears, John.
She was, and I was like,
Actual
"It's all right,
tears to
it's
get
okay, like it's gonna be all right. Like, just I don't know, babe, buy me an action figure, it'll be okay. Like maybe it'll be okay. That'll consider us even because I really don't want to charge you because like it costs me little to nothing to help you. So like, why would I try to capitalize on your existence in my?" Because, you know, when someone stays in your home, it can be inconvenient, but she's not the worst person. She tries to keep up after herself. So like, I'm really not trying to wring her pockets. So that being said, she helped me get 3 awesome ass figures. I got a Ghost Rider, I got an Iron Man, and I got a Gray Hulk. And they, like Gula said, I 100% picked out because they had incredible posability. And they were very functional. And the Iron Man, like I usually go for more comic-like suits. I love the Iron Man movies. Can't stand the suits that come along with it because when the actor can't move in the suit, then the toy's not going to be any good either. Just so you know.
That's a good point, I guess. Yeah.
So you got to CGI the suit together. But yeah, and so the way I'm putting it together is very unorthodox, and but this display I've built, I got all the pieces from Dollar Tree. I got just some generic black shelves like you would put on the wall, and the back I have binded together by some like pen organizers you would put in like a middle drawer on a desk, like the pen slot. So it's like very flat and long. And it serves as like a mesh metal thing. And I paint it. It's black, and I paint it with like a bronze kind of rusty color. I screw them together to the shelves. And the whole reason I honestly did that is because the house I just moved into, we all know I just moved. The house I just moved into, the walls are not the best walls. You know, it's very loose drywall where you put something into it like a nail or a screw, it kind of just yanks right back out. So the only thing I've found has durability is just like your average push pin. So I designed the shelf to work on the weight of a push pin, and so it's very light, and it's got like a wire hanger backing, so it hangs on the wall. So I've done that, and then I realized the shelves, when I was putting them together, I was like, this kind of resembles the top of like a weird like building top. So I painted it with like a dry brush gray on top of the black, and it gave a very like cement-like texture to it. And then as I did that, I was like, this is sick as fuck. I need to go further with it. And so I used Mod Podge, which is like glue. It's basically like Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
And I put that on the bottom and then went down to my basement, and I got a spatula and started scooping up like sediment on the bottom of my basement. There was like basically sand. And
Mold.
Yeah, no. I got the good stuff.
Asbestos.
Uranium.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a third arm tomorrow. I sprinkle it across the top.
John's got mesothelioma for his brown guy.
I'm gonna stay up really late tonight just so I see that commercial, so I know what to do about it.
He's gonna have a commercial like 20. Did you pose toys in the late 2025 around that area?
So and then it turned out to look like a gravel top roof, and then I put 3 of those together. I found some mini pallet. They're like miniature pallets at the Dollar Tree. Textured them, scraped them up, painted some of them, and it all turned out really well. So I'm doing like a whole Sinister Six display. These shelves have come together really well, and I started a TikTok account. I know TikTok is kind of limited nowadays. We don't know if it's staying. We don't know if it's going. But I did start a TikTok account because I felt like I really wanted to show.
Did I tell you I re-downloaded
as many
TikTok?
people? Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is great. So you can follow our new account. You can follow the Wannabeez on TikTok, where Gula will hopefully start continuing to post our clips. And then you can also follow Wannabeez Figs. It's Wannabeez. I think it's Wannabeez.figs or something like that.
Like Fig Newtons?
No, just figs. But I post pictures that I have done recently of the stands.
Wait a minute. This gave me a $1 million idea. We should start a Wannabeez Figs OnlyFans where we only post pictures of our collection.
Onlyfigs.
Onlyfigs.
It's a great idea, but I don't think anybody's going to pay to just look at our toys.
Maybe we can take pictures of their feet and put them on only
Yeah, like a Spider-Man fig, like caressing my toe, my big toe.
Like just like people could like send us money for figures that they want us to take pictures of. That'd be awesome, you know?
That would be awesome. Yeah, ideally that would be the move. So tell me, Eric, you mentioned earlier about how you had built these displays for the figures. Did you start, obviously you started collecting before you built the displays, but did the displays kind of like amplify how much you were going to collect your figures?
No, I don't think so.
You're just a one-note guy, huh, Eric? You're just like, I just like collecting. Listen, guy, I'm just here to get the toys.
Eric, do you have a? This kind of leads into the next segment that I wanted to do. Do you have a top 5 like figures in your collection that you want to like spotlight or anything like that?
The first one I did is actually a set of statues. They're, I think it's called Kia Asamiya.
Okay.
Batman figures. They're statues, but they're small. They're about maybe 6 inches tall. And each one is a character. I have Batman, the Joker, and the Riddler. Yeah. Sorry, Two-Face. And their stand is also like for the Two-Face is a big coin.
Oh, sick.
For the Joker is a big set of playing cards. And it's the reason they're special to me is because I bought them at the first comic book convention that I ever went to. They're just something I've never seen. I've never seen anybody post them anywhere. But that's
his
really
Joker
cool.
statue when he wants to just run. That's what he's grabbing, guy, and he's fucking.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
If your house was on fire, what toy are you grabbing to get out of there? Shoot.
What's number 2, Eric? What you got for number 2?
Well, I did these in backwards order, counting down.
Okay. Yeah, countdown.
Okay,
yeah.
so what's number 4?
I forgot the format of the show.
I thought everybody was doing this. I thought we were all going to have one.
No, yeah, we definitely
so just
will.
do it.
I will at least too.
Okay.
Yeah.
For my number 4, I have the Last Action Hero convertible. Slater's convertible.
That's cool.
And I took I think it's a Wolverine figure where he's got the winter jacket and put a Arnold Schwarzenegger head on it. So I actually have him in the convertible.
Oh, sick. That's so fucking awesome. Do you have that? Oh, are you about to grab it?
Oh, dude.
Here we go.
I love a good vehicle.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
That is so cool. You're going to have to get us a picture of that so we can put it on the Instagram. That is sick.
That was
as
one.
fuck.
It doesn't really the scaling's a little off. He's a little big in it, but something
cool.
I found it in a store, comic book store. I didn't even know it existed. I was like, oh, that's so awesome. I love that movie anyway. I know it's hated on a lot, but it's one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. My number 3, I had the cult classic figures. They're the Shaun of the Dead 2-pack.
Oh shit! Those are
Nice.
fuck yeah.
Oh my God. Those are so cool.
Those are awesome,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
dude. I love that movie.
The
Such a good movie.
Winchester pack.
That movie
Shaun of the
is
Dead
my
may be my favorite
favorite
movie of all
guy.
time.
I love it.
It's
That's
close to
such
it.
a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Those guys, Simon Pegg and the other fella.
Nick Frost.
What's his name? Nicholas something?
Yeah, Nick
Nick
Frost.
Frost. Thank you.
Nick Frost.
Yeah, oh my God. Fantastic.
They're gonna be at I'm going to my wife doesn't know this, but we're going to a fan expo with Jimmy
Fuck yeah, dude.
in Boston, and he's gonna be there, guys.
Nice.
So I'm fucking excited. I want to meet him so fucking
Nick-
bad.
I know.
Nick.
I want to be there. I want to go so bad and meet Frank Miller, dude. It's been a dream to meet him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Frank Miller.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
I didn't know he was still alive.
It's in August.
Oh.
It's in August. Well, the you can pay for the days to just be there. Just be there where their booths and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. I think it's the 3 days is $95 for each, like all the 3 days. That doesn't come with
Right.
like VIP access or like meet and greets or something like that. But I figured for the two of us, it only cost us like 100 and something, $180.
Maybe
200
I'll
bucks,
mention that to
whatever.
Harley.
And
Maybe
then we
we'll
could
go and we can meet up. Anyway, fuck
That's
it.
what I was saying. That's what I
Anyway,
was thinking.
we're getting lost in the fields again.
Yeah.
John, you gotta make it to that too. By the way.
Oh, yeah, I'll see about that. I'll look at my schedule.
Come on, it's in August.
Yeah, your kid's only gonna be a couple months old, guy.
Keep going.
It can take care of itself, man.
It's Frank Miller, babe. Babe, it's Frank Miller.
Eric, keep going because it was amazing. You're doing an amazing job, and we're fucking
dude,
that
made me
all up
lightheaded. That
with
was
our
awesome.
unprofessionalism.
My number 2 is my wife bought these for me. They're books, but they're all Star Wars, but they come in a case. So like one of them's called The Jedi Path, one of them's called Book of the Sith, and one of them's called The Bounty Hunter's
I
Code.
think I've seen these.
I thought this was on my list whenever we
Oh
did
my
you were on
God.
a podcast, and like
Yeah.
You
Yes.
have these.
yeah, like the Jedi Path is like a square looking. All of them are, I think it's like plastic or whatever, but you hit a button and like it's almost like animatronic. It comes open, opens up, and then like the book raises up from below. Inside of it, they just go into amazing detail. And I'm like, you open up the Jedi Path, and like one part of it's like a cocktail napkin from the bar, and it's got like notes scribbled on it. It's all kinds of little stuff like that. They really went into amazing detail on those.
No
That's
way.
awesome.
They did 4 of them. There's also an Imperial one. That's the only one I don't have. I don't have to be a completist. I just get what I like.
Yeah.
My last one is one I made myself. It's the 4-color demon action figure I made.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a
I
Spider-Man
need to see this.
Spider-Man Noir figure, and I 3D printed a skull head with the horns and everything. Let me just like it.
Oh, fuck,
This thing is
dude.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
This sounds fucking sick as fuck.
And he's got it on a bike too.
Yeah, it's on the Batman.
Oh! Oh my god.
Little,
Oh, that's awesome.
skull with it too.
He's got a
Prussian
mini
kissing skull.
Prussian skull.
Yeah. Nice.
That was my
That's
number
sick
one.
Oh,
as
shit.
fuck.
That's fucking awesome.
There
We'll
you
need
go.
pictures of that too, sir.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I love the fact that your list had 2 vehicles because my list also has 2 vehicle toys.
Nice.
So you know what? Why don't we start with? We'll start with the bigger one. This isn't in any particular order for me, but my number one, the first toy, is this giant ass fucking Millennium Falcon toy
Ooh.
that I got. I love this. I love this
I
fucking
noticed
toy.
that in your collection when I was watching the video of you going by. I saw that. I was like, that thing is sick.
Oh, I
It
love
looks
this
old.
thing.
It's so
Yeah,
old.
I think this is actually from these. It's like the super. It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Star Wars line where they're like kind of like bodybuilders or whatever. So, their body looks fucked up. I can't remember what toy line it was, but it's like from 1990 something. But it's dope because the back panel pops off and you get fucking like the whole interior of the ship as well. So it's like a whole play set.
Oh, that's so cool.
In here I actually have the original 1977 Chewbacca in there. And I just got like a random Han Solo. But and it comes with like a little trap door.
I have
Comes
a
with
couple
a
of
gunner.
those old figures too. That's cool.
It's pretty dope.
Kenner toys.
Yeah. So that's cool. I love this guy. It comes with like landing gear. Right? That pop down. And if you're a kid, you can kind of use it to like fucking fly it around. You know what I mean?
How often do you run around your apartment with that?
Dude, I've done it more than once. It has lights and sounds and shit, but I haven't dared put batteries in this fucking thing, honestly.
Justin's just butt ass naked running around with a Millennium Falcon. It's like just
here's another toy that I like to run around with and play with. And I actually talked about this on Eric's podcast, but this is my Buzz Lightyear. I love this fucking toy. This is the Toy Story collection Buzz, so it's like the most movie accurate Buzz that they ever made. Which, like, as a kid, like I had a Buzz Lightyear that I absolutely loved, but it was like the older ones with the short little wings, and he was kind of clunky, and he didn't. So, like, as a kid, I was just like, I want the real Buzz Lightyear. You know what I mean? So this guy is like as close as we'll get. You know, he's got like he glows in the dark. His wings pop out.
Does he say?
They blink.
Does he say things?
He says.
Does he have?
Oh yeah, dude. Hang on, let me turn them on.
I am Buzz Lightyear.
My favorite part about this toy, honestly, is the wings. As they fucking they blink, dude. They blink.
Oh my god, that's fucking sick. I want you to know that when in the dark, that's sick. I want you to know that when you showed me your Toy Story collection, that might have been the one that lit me up the most because I'm such a fucking ginormous Toy Story fan, and it makes me so happy to know that you are too.
That's my guilty pleasure, man. I fucking love those movies. So
good, dude.
I have a Toy Story pin on my vest, bro.
Debbie Gouler is a massive Toy Story fan.
Really?
Oh, shit, me and Debbie be talking about fucking Woody and Buzz and Key West, guy.
Dude, losing her mind about Toy Story. One of her favorite fucking movies.
I love Toy Story.
It's so good. Buzz and Woody I got the pop figures over here. I have a shelf that's actually like, it's called my best friend shelf. So I got Buzz and Woody, I got Rick and Negan, and I got Goku and Piccolo. And then I also got tiny Vegeta and Nappa, and then I have a Tien and Chaozu. And it's just like all my tiny little big and tiny pop figures that are like best friends together. And I isolate them because obviously I theme the rest of the ones that I put together. So these ones I have isolated because I'm like, this is my special little shelf that reminds me that like friends are special and they're good to have.
That's sweet. Yeah, I love Toy Story. Toy Story was a very important movie growing up, man. Mm-hmm. I was like, love those movies. But like this Buzz, like I was always a Woody guy. Like I love Woody, but I always wanted like that movie accurate Buzz. It's easy to find like a pretty accurate Woody. He's just like a ragdoll cowboy. But like to have the only thing that this guy doesn't have is the karate chop action. That's the only thing he's missing, man.
Really?
Yeah. And
does one of those buttons say Buzz over and again? So you could be like, Buzz, 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 Buzz.
That would be cool. His midsection right here is like a rubber material too, which is really cool.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so like they really went all out on this guy. So I love this. His command thing opens up. You know what I mean?
Has he got the laser?
It's got the laser guy.
Show me the laser, please.
Wait, okay.
I'm going to come. I'm going to come. Oh, my God.
And his head moves.
It's so cool. Oh, my God. Dude, sick.
Yeah, I love this guy.
I love that fucking figure.
So Toy Story, I mean, I have Zurg. Like I got a Zurg, I got Bullseye, I got like a movie accurate Woody. I got like I got Ham. I got a bunch of shit, dude. I got a bunch of shit from my childhood. Anything
you
Toy
might
Story,
be unopening something inside of me. Yeah. It's like I think I need to get me some Toy Story merch.
Dude, Toy Story is fucking awesome. When we went to downtown Disney a couple years ago, me and Harley, we were walking around and we were pissed drunk and we walked into like we were hammered. We went to Planet Hollywood and we were just sucking down drinks left and right. Like very much like us on the cruise, you know what I mean? We were just walking around having the absolute best time. And when I walked into the big massive Disney store that they have there, to see an entire fucking quarter of the store dedicated to Toy Story, I was in heaven, bro. I was in heaven, bro. I was like, oh!
I bet.
I'm like, I can't fucking buy everything because we had to buy an extra luggage, like a checked bag for how much shit we bought. It was fucked up.
That's so funny.
We had to go to like a
That's
Goodwill to put all the shit in. We paid for the extra luggage, dude. It was crazy. But
Disney got fucking Justin. They got to push
Big
this
time.
button, and that was.
I got like a Toy Story towel. I got fucking dude. I got so much shit.
You kind of look like that guy from Toy Story.
At Al's Toy Barn.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Welcome to Al's Toy Barn. We've got the lowest prices in town. Everything for a buck.
Well, I guess crime doesn't pay.
So
He's calling Eric to fix his toys for him and shit like that.
Eric's coming over and he's like polishing my Woody boots and shit.
That's funny.
So this one, I'll save that one for the first because I think that one is. So my next one is another vehicle, but it also represents, like I said, I collected like toy lines and stuff, but I obviously can't show off everything. But 1989 Toy Biz Batmobile from the 89 movie. It's a convertible with a 2-seater. So I got like the Toy Biz Batman, but I also, because it's a 2-seater, I threw in Robin in there from the Superpower line.
Nice.
But dude, this thing is dope. It's got guns. You could like control the guns with the little cockpit thing.
Oh,
it's got like little missiles.
It's so cool.
The way it's got a trunk where you can keep all your little accessories.
Damn.
This thing is pretty cool, and it's got this
bat belt.
It's got this, yeah. Actually, Batman's got a bat belt. Actually,
you gotta
look at this thing.
You got a bat belt. You gotta put it in the back trunk.
Look at this thing. Look at this bat belt. So it comes off, and it's like a repel thing.
No way.
Oh
my God.
Cool.
He had to say something about the bat belt. That's amazing.
And he came with like batarangs and shit. I actually have a bunch of these guys. Like I bought a bunch of like loose figures, but I also have some like unopened. And this particular line I got really obsessive with. Like I had to have every single one. Right down to like the head, like the mold on the head, because they had different head shapes in that line. Like they had a square jaw Batman, they had the round face, they had a peach face, they had one that kind of looked like Michael Keaton. It was like they had a bunch of different variants of these particular Batmans, and it was like all based on what factory they were made at and what region of the country they were shipped to. Like I had like Australian Batmans. Yeah. I was really obsessive with this toy line.
That's crazy. I remember seeing the commercials for those at the beginning and the ends of the VHS tapes of like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever.
Yes, I love those commercials.
Oh yeah, they were so
But
cool.
that represents like a bunch of like I got like the toy bank, I got the cereal, I got the nightlight, I got a bunch of Batmans, I got the Jokers, I got Bob the Goon. But,
Bob
I got all of it. So anyway, my next one would be this one, and again, it kind of represents Tell 'em Steve David General, but this was my favorite. This is the Mego Baron figure that they put out on Patreon.
That thing
and
is
actually,
absolutely awesome.
And this one actually has a special place in my heart because that's when Nick and John, we went to New Jersey, and like I was able to pick up my Patreon box at the store. And I was with you guys, and I had Walt sign the figure, and then I had Nick and John sign the turtle and the monkey statue, just as like because that kind of represents like the friendship and ants and shit.
Yeah.
So this one's got a real special place in my heart. But honestly, like Tell 'em Steve Dave is probably like the only thing that I actively collect. Like I pay the extra money on Patreon to get the merch and stuff. And like I'm not at $100 tier. You had to be $100 tier to get that guy. I only did it for like 3 months just to get him specifically, but then I just like bumped right back down. So yeah, that's my obsessive thing right now is just Tell 'em Steve Dave stuff. I have a shitload of it, but anyway, we all know that the number one toy that I love is this Spider Hulk.
Oh yes, dude. I have been thinking about this Spider Hulk for weeks. I promise.
I love it. This one has a man. My best friend. What year is this from? This is from 2006.
Nice.
Man, that's so long time ago, though.
It's really not.
I mean, it's not, but it is. It is in my scope. It's not in your scope.
For your scopes, that's like a blink of an eye.
Yeah. It was like 10 years ago for you.
2006. It's like, what the fuck?
No, this was... So, back in, like, 4th grade, I met my friend Brandon, and we had an action figure club. And I remember I had a ultra posable like Hulk figure from the movie that had come out, and he had this. And when he brought this in, it fucking captured my imagination. Like I was up all night thinking about it. Like, what the fuck? Like a Spider-Man and a Hulk? Like, this is fucking wild. I thought about this toy for, I'm not even kidding, years, bro.
I bet.
So, like,
it's been doing it to me.
4th grade, I was like, I met Brandon and like we had this thing. Then I moved away and I didn't see him again until probably like junior year of high school. It was a long time, but we didn't really hang out until after high school because we were like separate classes. We just never really saw each other. But after we were hanging out, I went to his house. He was living at his parents' house still. I was like, we went over to like play some fucking video games, smoke some weed, whatever, fucking.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, hey, bro, like, you got that fucking Spider Hulk?
I have literally not stopped thinking about this since the last time we met.
Literally, I was like, I gotta be honest.
You thought about as soon as you entered his front door, you started thinking about it.
Dude, I'm like, when do I mention it? How do I get this? What? I'm like calculating, where is it? And it's so he still had it, and he's like, yeah, dude, fucking take it. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. I'm on to pussy. Like, he doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, oh my god. I was
free.
Like, dude, like, yeah, I love this toy so much.
No way.
I made like it's from a Spider-Man comic. It's from a Web of Spider-Man. I don't remember. Sorry, Chopper's barking in the background. It's from a Web of Spider-Man issue. I don't remember what issue, but this is like directly ripped from that comic. And I actually bought 2 versions of that comic, and one of them I made like this really awesome like 3D collage with, and then I had like the actual book in it. It was like this big shadow box thing. It had sense. It broke. It's no longer really a thing anymore. Like, I have to replace the frame, and then I got all dirty and fucked up. And
the downfall of every collector, and especially toy collectors, is definitely pussy.
Definitely.
It's 100% pussy.
100%.
When it comes to being like, well, I could collect these toys or get pussy. Pussy wins every single time, guys.
Here's the deal about that, Gula. I did it the opposite way. pussy mad secured. Now I can get toys as much as I want.
You gotta either do it one of two ways. Either you gotta kind of introduce that after the relationship's way into they have no choice, or you have to find a woman that doesn't mind it.
Yeah.
I think the easier route is, introducing these toys into the bedroom.
Right, exactly.
After the long...
Why isn't easier the one that doesn't mind it at all? I found the best of both worlds. She doesn't mind it, and I waited to introduce it. But I also I feel like I had a way bigger scope on what was going on before it even took place. And so I tried to warn her about it and be like, hey, listen, I'm going to be really big into I'm probably going to do this and I'm going to go crazy for a while. And she's like, yeah, no, it's fine. And I'm just like, no. I don't think you're really getting what I'm saying. I'm going to put a lot of money into this. I'm going to fucking do this for a while. And I'm
going off the deep end.
Yeah. And I think she's very slowly starting to recognize what is taking place.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't understand. They don't understand because they're not in that mindset. But you can get get pretty crazy to the point where you're like, it's either the toys or some people get real crazy. It's the toys or the thing, and they choose the toys guy. But
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't like. I'm not gonna say I go without meals instead of toys, but I will wager the idea of like maybe I don't eat out this week and I can be able to afford that Hulk.
That'll change.
A lot of my like finances and like quote unquote disposable income just honestly has been going towards like Key West and Wannabeez
Right.
and like art and stuff like that. So it's like instead of like I'm like I could buy this toy or I could buy these patches, you know what I mean? Like or I could make stickers or you know what I mean? So like that's kind of like where my money goes, I guess, instead. But yeah, it's kind of like in the same way of like
Justin's pussy is Wannabeez.
dude, literally.
Justin's like, oh, you fucking like that? You fucking like that, Wannabeez? Yeah.
Fucking A guy.
It's true.
I'm glad I'm part of your guilty pleasure. It makes me feel good.
You got any more, Justin? You got any more?
No, that's it. Those are really
Those are
like that
all
was
the
like
stuff.
highlights that I wanted to kind of show off a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got like a lot of my collection, like I said, is comics, but we could have a whole comics episode another time. But
Yeah.
What about you, Nick? What are your favorite toys?
Favorite toys. Now, these are something that I no longer have because when you get to a certain age, you get to this point, and I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it happened for me around 40. I was like, what? Like I've had so many deaths in my family, and like going through their shit, and like moving all of like to different places. You get to this point where you're like, do I want to fucking pack up this toy, this situation, and move it again, or fucking have it? So I've unloaded a lot of my stuff, a lot of my collectible toys. So saying that, the stuff that I still have is video games. Like I like collecting video games. That's one of my I have like my first Nintendo. I have all the games for it, Nintendo 64, Atari. I have all that stuff. I collect a lot of that, and I've kept that up throughout now. Like I showed you guys, there's those Amigo figures that I got that I've collected over the years.
Yeah, like the Skylanders,
the Star Wars. Skylanders and the Star Wars
Skylander figures, yep,
and all of that stuff. I've kept that
Pogs.
stuff.
Yeah, Pogs. You had a lot of
Pogs. I have a big collection of Pogs. I love that game. And
Pog means something a little different where I come from, but I'm gonna let you go on.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Pogs. That's something that like I love that game, and I came across those are the Pogs that I used, and I got a bunch of those. Collect another collectible that the number one collectible I think that I've kept throughout the years is my Flair 91 through 90.
Gotta have the Flair.
I believe it's 97. Collectible cards. Remember the X-Men 97 style collectible cards?
Yeah.
I have every single one of those cards from 91 to 97, pretty much every single one of them. I'm talking all of the, like my favorite one of them is Venom and Spider-Man fighting, and it's got the mirror image. Like it's
I think I've seen that one actually. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So that is like my most favorite card out of that whole collection. But I have sleeves of the complete collection, the original, and then the mirror images of them. I have every single one all the way through. That's like the most that I've ever collected in my entire life.
Now, when you were collecting them, were you like, this is like gonna be a fucking. I'm gonna be rich someday.
Fuck no.
No, you were just doing it because you like it.
I don't collect to become rich. Like one of my prized possession is my fucking Tell 'em Steve Dave flag that I've meticulously gotten all of the
Ladondo called it an
signatures
ISIS flag.
An ISIS flag, yeah, I have an ISIS flag. Tell 'em Steve Dave. That and I've it's kind of like what Eric said. The hunt, like getting the next signature and then being like, oh shit, like Johnny Law is going to be down here, so I can go to this thing and I can get his fucking signature on it. I kind of want that stuff, and that,
I've seen the hunt in Nick's eyes in person when he forgot the flag. Remember this in Jersey? You forgot the flag.
We were 20 minutes late to a whole event because he forgot the flag back at the Airbnb, and we fucking went through we went through a toll road twice. He paid twice the tolls because 4 times actually, if you think about it, because he fucking needed to get back and get that flag.
Hey,
it was worth it though.
It's worth it, man. But that time I didn't get Alex's and Victor's signature that day, but I ended up getting it afterwards.
Ooh, I'm glad.
So it kind of worked out to feed my addiction of getting signatures on this flag, because you don't want to get them all. You kind of do want to get them all, but then you don't, because then the hunt's over and it's kind of like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? So I get very excited. I get very excited when they introduce more people into Tell 'em Steve, because that means I can go hunt them down for a signature.
That's why I'm like fiending to be part of the Lord, just so I can sign that fucking flag.
Dude.
I just want to be on one episode.
You've
so
been
I can
mentioned.
sign that flag.
You've been mentioned, but you gotta be on it.
You can do it.
Who's your white whale now? Who's the one signature you need or really want?
Well, the 2 that I think I'm gonna get in Q West is obviously Johnny Law, and the newest one was that girl, the doctor.
Oh yeah,
Dr. D. She said she's going to be down there, so hopefully I can get her signature on it.
It's going to be hard to identify because you don't know what you're looking for. You just know it's the Dr. D.
I'm sure she'll be known.
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll be
in a lab coat.
Hopefully they they point her out, guy. They fucking point her out to us so we can fucking stalk her for a signature.
I heard the 5s are going to be there. That would be cool.
I got Frank's already in New Jersey, so I don't.
You
I
gotta get
don't
Mrs.
need
5.
That. I got Walt again. I got Walt on the first
you get
time.
Mrs. 5?
That was a big one. No, I didn't get Mrs. 5, so I could get her.
Yep.
I gotta get her.
Windorf would be a big get for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You got to get Kevin, obviously.
Yeah. That's all. They've been on the thing, so eventually.
Did you get Zapsik?
I did not get Zapsik either. No.
Did you imagine?
Either. I could get it.
Are you going to?
I don't know. We could.
Could you imagine Zapsik or Kevin decline to sign it?
Could be. I had a chance to get Kevin, but because I went to the road show and they were thing, but they weren't doing signatures at that point, man. So I was like, fuck. Yeah. They wouldn't do a signature, so I was like, it is what it is. That sometimes in the hunt you make the best intentions, but then it falls short a little bit. I could get the curator too. He's going to be down there.
Oh yeah, he's down there. He's part of the Lord.
Give him my best.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I could Maxwell. Oh my God! If I could get Maxwell, that would be a dream.
Get some Brian Maxwell.
That'd be a dream come true for me to get Maxwell on my signature on my
dude.
On my flag. That would be fucking awesome.
If you could get like Stacy Patella to get a signature, that'd be dope.
Yeah, right. She was never on, but she was never on. She was always in the. Yeah. Well, she was kind of a peanut gallery person. You heard her once, I think. It's always a possibility in the hunt, guy.
Man, you never know. Does that count for like people that like some of the comedians that they've performed with like on stage for Space Monkeys, or is it just?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I put some like Casey Jost is on there.
Yeah.
I got some IJ stuff, like background people.
So, okay, so can I fall under like the category of like I performed on stage with Q for the lip sync battle, and then I
No, because you gotta prove to yourself. You gotta prove to me that your thing, and I know you can do it. And if I just let you like get off easy of just like an honorary mention, then you're never gonna achieve that dream, brother.
That's true.
I gotta keep that dream alive of you being on. Tell him, Steve, Dave, yourself,
awesome.
personal, just part of the crew, man.
That's a dream. I would move to Jersey. I would do it.
I know you would.
But yeah, those are some of the things that I collect. I had like all the good toys when I was growing up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, every single Transformer that came out. I actually beat the shit out of one of my neighbors because the neighbor kid stole my Starscream. I knocked on his door. I knocked on his door, guy, and I dragged him down his stairs, guy. I was like, "You better get!" I was beating the shit out of him because he was like, he stole my Starscream. I said, "I get that fucking Starscream back, or you're dead." I beat the shit out of that kid, guy.
I remember toy rivalries. That was such a fun time in life.
He actually gave it back, so I ended up getting it back after the ass whooping he took. So
amazing.
How old were you?
Oh, fucking 7.
7 years old, guy. Go knocking on somebody's door, just beating the piss out of some other.
I'm fucking ghetto as fuck, guy. Like, I might not seem it.
I love that.
I am ghetto as fuck, guy.
That's why I love you, Nick.
I will beat your ass, guy. And I will take an ass whooping, guy. Just for the fucking principle of it all, guy. Stealing my Starscream.
It's amazing.
But yeah, I've like
sounds like it's still a wound.
Yeah, those are memories that fucking come up all the time, though. You know what I'm saying? In your childhood, my childhood is like, you remember those days.
You know, actually, the closest that I've been to something like that is I remember in like 2nd grade, we had this thing where every recess we would role play Scooby Doo. And I was fucking sick of being the dog.
I don't want to be the fucking dog no more.
I don't want to be the fucking dog.
He's stupid.
So me and this other kid who was always Fred.
I want to be Fred.
We got into an act like we were like tussling and shit. We were like, I was pissed off. I didn't want to be the goddamn dog anymore.
That's awesome.
It got broken up pretty quickly.
That's hilarious.
Unfortunately, I have fits of rage, and I beat up a lot of people.
Nick, you were what's known as a problem child.
And we equally gotten. I'm not gonna say I have won everyone, so I've equally gotten my ass kicked plenty of times. But it showed me that I could survive, and it's not that bad to get a black eye. And you know what, you get them at the next time. But yeah, I've kind of beat people up in my entire life for some reason.
Yeah, man. Eric, you ever beat anybody up for toys?
No.
My favorite part about this whole episode is that it's almost been a genuine Wannabeez because Eric has just been listening like a true wannabe. He's just been sitting here, just been like, this is awesome.
Wait a minute, let's see how well he knows the show, though. Did he come prepared
with a B fact?
For the B fact.
Oh,
I have one.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I have horrible memory, and I don't know if it's one somebody's already
It's
done.
okay.
That's okay.
We've done that before too. I know Ghoul has said one that Justin said before. I'm pretty sure.
Honeybees have 170 odorant receptors and have a sense of smell that's 50 times more powerful than a dog.
I don't think
nobody
we
said that.
Yeah,
nobody said
way.
that, guy. Boom.
That's
Take
fucking
the
sick.
Eric does his
he
homework,
fucking showed up. And he did the thing.
He's dedicated, not like John.
Yeah, really, guy.
That means bees can smell bullshit from a mile away.
Oh shit, we're in trouble there. We're in so much trouble.
We
guys.
are in so much trouble.
Fuck it, Well, I just better be cool.
Shut the fuck up.
Buzz, motherfucker.
Bzzz. And also, last little PS, if you have a collection of your own, go ahead and post a picture and tag the Wannabeez in it, and we will preview it on our Instagram and our Facebook, and we want to see your collections. So go ahead and send it in, and we love you. Collect forever. Bzzz.
I don't love you.
Shut up.
I tolerate you. You
love
listen
him.
to our bullshit.
No, you
I
love
love
him.
Eric. I love Eric.
Whatever.
Yeah, you
Eric's
love him.
awesome.
Yeah, I love Eric. Eric's awesome. But the rest of them.
Fuck 'em. Fuck all of them.
No fucking around. All right. Buzz, motherfucker.
Peace.
Bzzz.